Hello and welcome to the classroom. What can you see in our classroom today? Spiders and webs. Today W is for webs. Sue, come out and say hi to our friends. Did you see all these spider webs everywhere? There are spiders in our classroom, Sue. Don't worry though, they're just toys. They're just toy spiders. Well, today we're going to talk about real spiders in our science time. We'll learn all about them and we're going to make a web in art today. We'll even count some flies and add them to a web in math. It's going to be fun, Sue, so we need to get started right away. So you can have a seat back on the floor and we'll take care of Fred if we can get to Fred's tank through all the spider webs. Fred, are you back there? There you go, Fred. Now that we've done our class job and we've fed Fred, let's turn around and let's do our calendar time. The month is September, and let's reach into our little pail and see what how we're gonna count. It says we're gonna crawl like a spider. So I think we could probably just use our hand to crawl, unless you want to get on the floor and crawl as we count. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Today is September 14th. Can you say that? September 14th. Let's go all the way up to the top to see what today's day of the week is. It starts with a T and an H, and TH together make the sound th, th, th. So what is today? Thursday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. There's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Well, it is time to look outside your window and see what your weather is like for today. Is your weather sunny, or is it rainy, or maybe it's windy or just cloudy? When I do like this with my microphone, you can shout out whatever your weather is. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? It is out today. It is out today. Well, let's dress Weather Bear. Weather Bear, we're going to put on a t-shirt for you and some shorts because it's still hot, and sandals. It's getting cooler though. What is the season? The season is, it's summer, but not for long. There aren't many more days until the first day of fall. We're in the last little bit of summer. Well, that was our calendar and weather time, and now it's time for our letter of the day. Today's letter is W, and W is for webs. Do you have a W in your name? If your name has letter W, stand up. If your name has letter W, stand up. If your name has letter W, if your name has letter W, if your name has letter W, stand up. Well, today we're going to make webs on our W. Let me show you. This is how we're going to decorate W. So I'm going to show you how to make a web. I'm going to show you on the big whiteboard so you can see it better. All right, so first you're going to make an X. And then you're going to make another line just straight down. And then another line to the side, just lines. And then you can start in the middle and swirl around and around. And that's one way to make a spider's web. So let me show you on our W again. I made those swirly kind of spider webs called orb spider webs. And I also just made some lines too. You can just see lines, and just some other little lines. This kind of spider web is made with 3 lines. Let me show you another one of those. So just make 3 lines, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you can just connect the lines like that. Just draw lines to connect them. So have some fun decorating your letter W with lots of webs. Now that we can recognize this letter, it's W, we'll practice writing it. To write letter W, you really just need 2 letter V's. Yesterday, we learned how to write letter V, and if you put 2 of those together, you've got a W. Let me show you. So we're going to start at the top, and we're going to go down and back up and down and up. It does look like 2 letter V's, letter V and letter V. Let me show you what W looks like on handwriting paper. We're going to start at the top. We're going to go down and up and down and up. Let's practice. Down and up and down and up. Go all the way down to the green carpet, all the way back up, and then down and all the way back up. This is a big letter, so big letters go upstairs and downstairs always. So go all the way from the top to the green carpet downstairs, and then all the way back up, and then down and up and down and up. Down, up, down, up. This is the big letter W. The little letter W looks the same as big W. One is big and one is small, but otherwise they're exactly the same. So we're going to do it again. We're just going to go down, up, down, up. If you're using handwriting paper, the little W goes where? Downstairs. All the little letters go downstairs, except for the ones that are teenage letters. There are a few that can go upstairs or even in the basement. This little W just stays downstairs. Down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up. Okay, I know you're doing a great job practicing your W's, so I'm going to cheer for you. You are listening and you are learning. And here is a sticker for handwriting time. Well, now we know what W looks like. We know how to write it. So next we're going to talk about the sound that W makes. W says w, w, w. Can you make that sound? W, w, w. Letter W says w, 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 as in wake up. So let's play the wake up game. I'm going to set the timer. We're going to pretend it's our alarm clock. Let's pretend to go to sleep. And when the timer rings, we're going to wake up. Are you ready? Oh, good night. Whoa, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time for school. It's time for school. What does W say? Whoa, as in wake up. Let's play that again. Good night. Oh, wake up, wake up. It's time for school. It's time for school. What does W say? As in wake up, wake up, wake up. Well, that was our letter of the day time. And today W is for web. Today for math, we're going to be putting some spiders in the spider's webs. I'm sorry, putting some flies in the spider's web. So we're going to see if you remember the numbers that we've been working on these past weeks. What number is that? That's number 2. Very good. So let's count 2 flies and add them to the spider's web. 1, 2. Good job. Now what number is on the spider? What's that number? That's number 4. Good. Let's count 4 spiders. Help me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. What number is on this spider's body? That's number 1. Let's count. 1 fly. Ooh, what number is on this spider? Number 5. That's the number we've been working on this week. 5. Let's add 5 flies to the spider's web. 1, help me count. 2, good job. 3, 4, 5. This spider has been busy catching lots of flies. What number is on this spider? That's number 3. Good, number 3. Let's catch 3 flies. 1, 2, 3. Well, you did such a great job with our math time. We reviewed numbers 1 through 5 and counted. Well, I want to see if for our shape practice, we can draw a spider. This week, we've been working on the shape oval, and we're going to make an oval. We're going to make a spider using 2 ovals. So first, we're going to make a small oval. An oval looks like this. Can you draw an oval? It's kind of like a squished circle. We're going to make a small oval, and then we're going to make a bigger oval. That's going to be the head and the body of the spider. Then we're going to put some legs on our spider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 legs on our spider. And I might even add a little silky thread coming from the spider so he can be hanging down. So we made a spider and we used 1, 2 ovals. So that will be a great way for you to practice drawing some ovals today. Well, it is time next for us to do our science. And for science today, we're going to be learning all about spiders. Take a look at this. All about spiders. Spiders belong to a group of animals called arachnids. Spiders are not insects. Arachnids have 2 body parts. Insects have 3 body parts. Arachnids have 8 legs. Insects have 6 legs. A spider's body has 2 parts. There's the head and chest, and then there's the abdomen. A spider doesn't have any bones inside its body. Instead, it has an exoskeleton, which is like a hard shell on the outside. Spiders have 8 legs. Each leg is divided into several segments, so it's kind of like your knee. Bend your leg, and your knee helps you to do that. Well, a spider can bend its legs in lots of places, so it's almost like the spider has lots of knees. Spiders have special tiny claws on the ends of their legs. These claws help them walk on their sticky webs. Spiders have lots of eyes. Many spiders have 8 eyes, but some may have more or fewer. Some kinds of spiders can see very clearly, but most do not see very well at all. Spiders don't have ears. Spiders don't have noses. They hear and smell using tiny hairs on their legs. Spiders also use leg hairs for tasting, but they use their mouths for eating. Spiders build webs out of silk that they make in their bodies. They use their webs to catch their prey. Prey just is an animal that's hunted by another animal for food. Most spiders catch and eat insects. Some of the parts of a spider's web are sticky. Spiders walk very carefully on the parts that aren't sticky. Insects get caught in the sticky parts. This kind of spider's web is called an orb web. It goes around and around and around. This kind of spider's web is called a funnel web. Spiders can use their silk to travel from place to place. They make long strands and swing to get across a large area. The wind helps the spiders to move. Many spiders catch their prey in a web. After an insect gets trapped in a sticky web, the spider wraps it in silk. Some spiders don't use webs to trap their prey. Tarantulas hunt for their prey, and even jumping spiders jump on theirs and don't use a web for catching insects. When a female spider lays eggs, she wraps them up safely in an egg sac made of silk. An egg sac can hold hundreds of spider eggs. Baby spiders are called spiderlings. They are very tiny. Many people are afraid of spiders, and some spiders can be harmful to people, but most are not. Spiders eat insects, which are often pests to people. Some people even keep tarantula spiders as pets. They're not harmful to humans. Would you want a spider for your pet? Spiders can live anywhere in the world, and there are many different kinds of spiders in all sizes and colors. The end. And look at all those spiders' webs. Well, we're going to go over and make our own spider web for art. So come on, everyone, let's head to the art table. Today for art, we're going to make a spider's web, and we're going to use glue to draw the web. If you don't have this kind of glue, then you could just use a white crayon to draw your web. Okay, so let me show you how. First, I'm going to squeeze on the bottle and just start drawing, just like I use a marker to draw. Just keep moving. I'm going to make a letter X, and then I'm going to make a line from the top to the bottom. Then I'm going to make a line across the sides. So now I'm going to connect these lines like this. I'm just going to make one line connect to the other with my glue. I'm just drawing with my glue. And I'm going to do that again. This line to this line, I'm just connecting the lines. And there you have it. I made a spider's web. I'm going to use salt today to sprinkle on top of this glue. This is going to be a salt painting. So make sure that all the glue is covered in salt. When the glue dries, it'll be invisible, but if you have salt on the glue, it will leave a very shiny web, almost like when you add glitter. And it will be puffy, like a puffy, kind of like puffy paint. So let me brush or shake this off into the trash can to remove all the extra salt, and then ta-da! There you have it. We have our spider's web made using glue and salt. Here's my spider's web. I think it turned out really cool. We'll let it dry. And now it's time for story time. For story time today, we're going to read a book called The Very Busy Spider by Eric Carle. Early one morning, the wind blew a spider across the field. A thin, silky thread trailed from her body. The spider landed on a fence post near a farmyard and began to spin a web with her silky thread. "Nay, nay," said the horse. "Want to go for a ride?" The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Moo, moo," said the cow. "Want to eat some grass? Moo." The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Baa, baa," bleated the sheep. "Want to run in the meadow? Baa." The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Ma, ma," said the goat. "Want to jump on the rocks? Ma." The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Oink, oink, oink," grunted the pig. "Want to roll in the mud? Oink, oink." The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Woof, woof, woof," barked the dog. "Want to chase a cat? Woof, woof, woof." The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Meow, meow," cried the cat. "Want to take a nap? Meow." The spider didn't answer. She was very busy spinning her web. "Quack, quack, quack, quack," called the duck. "Want to go for a swim? Quack, quack." The spider didn't answer. She had now finished her web. "Cock-a-doodle-doo," crowed the rooster. "Want to catch a pesky fly?" And the spider caught the fly in her web, just like that. "Who, who," asked the owl, "who built this beautiful web?" The spider didn't answer. She had fallen asleep. It had been a very, very busy day. The end. Well, that was the end of the book and the end of our class time. Join us tomorrow when we do letter X for X-ray. Have you ever had an X-ray taken before? Maybe at the dentist, or maybe you had to get an X-ray of your arm. Well, we're going to talk about it tomorrow, so I hope you'll be back to see us. Goodbye. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.